So I've been getting a lot of messages. Sometimes not just message. People when I'm interacting with them one on one. They'll be asking me some questions like, since you are going your own way, you've chosen not to follow the path of gynocentrism, like every other man is doing, or most men are doing. Majority, if use those words, are doing, going gynocentric. How do I do it? How do I succeed? As in, what exactly do I do? Because most of them, they were giving various reasons why they find it very difficult, even though that's what they actually want as well. Trying to, let me teach them or explain to them how to do it. But I always end up not knowing how to, because at the end of the day, you are not meant to follow my own path. You are not meant to do what I do. You need to find out on your own how to go about it. So, but I was inspired today to at least do a video on that. Not to explain to you how you are supposed to do it, but to give you an insight on how I do it, so that probably from there you'll be inspired, or you figure out yours, how you do it, how you can do it. Because it's honestly, it's not even difficult. The problem is the fear. And what is that fear? The fear of losing external validation, because people value so much that they would rather have themselves miserable, as in they will choose misery just not to lose that external validation or external acceptance from others, most especially for women. I'm talking to men right now. So what I do is what I'm going to explain now. I'm going to use my life, in ABC, explaining where I go about going my own way, living my monk life and other things I do. Of course, I think if I go into every details, it means it's going to take like 2-3 hours. So I think probably I'll break the videos. Probably this will be a part 1. So this part is just to explain and also to show you what I wear, as in how I actually started this long time ago, even before I knew about MGTOW and all stuff like that, even metaphysics and stuff. For a very long time, I've always been going my own way. Of course, you could imagine when I was still dependent on my parents, and you are still, you want to go your way, trying to do the things you want. You can know how challenging it could be. Yet, I did it. So I'm going to explain to you how, and how was I able to succeed. Is by choosing what I want to wear, what I want to buy, what I want to use, what I want to watch, whatever I want, irrespective of what the society wants or what every other person is doing. What I mean is the kind of shoe you prefer, the kind of clothes you wear, the kind of drinks you take. Everything, it all matters, because that's the thing. Probably people think that, oh no, this thing doesn't matter. You just follow the trend. And what is the trend? Gynocentrism, that's what it means. Because the trend is, oh, whatever the woman, these days now, it's the women that choose for men what they should wear or what is acceptable, and that is what is trendy. So if a woman doesn't like your haircut, or feels that this haircut is too bushy, or makes you a bushman, or makes you a man that still lives in the past, then it means you don't belong. So you have to catch up by looking at other men. What are other men doing? And most times other men are doing what women like, or what women want them to do. wear the shirts women like them to wear, to be accepted, or to be validated, or to get a chance to get laid, or to have sex with them. The list goes on. So I will start with the kind of shoes I wear. Now, this is one of them. I'm a boot person. This started, at least I know, as far back as I think 1994, 1995, thereabout, like 95, 96. Okay, let's just say 1997. That was when I bought my first boot, which was more like a canvas thing. But then, you know, since then, I was like 16, 17 years old or something like that. Then, you know, things have changed. People keep, all different types of design keeps coming up, but I never stopped. It's always been boots. You know, people like, hey, we are still an old man. Why can't you be wearing this thing? Who wears this? Right now, at least you can tell that it's flash shoe that is trendy, that is every man wants to wear, because according to them, it looks smart. Women find it attractive. This is what I enjoy wearing. Right now, I actually have two of them. Here's another one. You know, here's another one. You know, they have different names. Some call it Chelsea, blah blah blah. This one is already getting weak, so I'm already considering replacing it. Now the thing about the boots is, I don't wear my boot because other men appreciate it. No. I wear them. I love wearing these boots because it feels good to me when I put them on. The way it looks on my leg. So just because it feels good to me is enough for me. So when I go out there, I don't look for people to, oh, help me, yeah, that's a good one. Or to appreciate what I'm wearing. Or to come around and start asking, oh, wow, whoa, that's good. Where did you buy it? Oh, I like it. Good for you. I don't look out for that. I know people will say, oh, why do we wear things? Is it not to impress others? Not for me. For me, it's about how I feel about what I'm wearing. Not how you feel about it. That's what I do. So, I've always been a good person, you know. The only challenge I have, because it's no longer trendy, if you want to put it in a Ghanaian-centric way, every man is going for flash shoes or other designs, so you hardly get all these boots in the market. You know, so it can be quite challenging. So sometimes I end up going for what we call OK here, or a used one, because to get this type of boot in the market, new one, well, I don't know about Nigeria. Very difficult. Of course, even if you find, or it'll be very low quality. And secondly, my size, you know, my foot is 46. It depends, sometimes 45, depending on, you know, stuff like that. But on average, 46. Or I think, is it UK or US, this thing, 12, number 12, you know. So that's it. So getting the right size boot that will size me can also be a challenging, but it still doesn't stop me from looking for them, no matter how hard. I mean, you need to know how I feel whenever I find a good one that matches me. You know, sometimes I have to go online and all that. This is what it means to go your own way. You know, wear things that makes you feel good. Fuck whatever other person is saying, that you are wearing a cake thing or something that is no longer trendy. Who gives a fuck? Unless you do. I don't. Okay? So, that's for that. Next one. Now, let me talk about the belts. Okay? Now, I love wearing all these big belts, you know. You can see that this one seems to be this bigger than this, you know, but this is the type of belt I wear. But of course, you can if you go now, even online in the market, You know, I'll look at guys, majority of guys or men you see on the road or social functions or gatherings. You see that most belts they wear are these tiny ones, you know, the ones maybe like half of this. You know, that's what's trendy. That's what maybe they like seeing on each other, or they believe women find attractive or recommend for them. I don't know. I'm not trying to shame you guys, but I'm saying I love wearing all these kind of big thick belts. I love wearing them. Of course, like I said, it can be also challenging to get one, because you hardly see this type of belt in the market. You know, even when you find them, you know, they can be expensive because you know, people don't demand for them, and so the ones who find will probably be the premium. Still, I still go for them. Doesn't matter, used, okay, new or whatever. I just get. So right now, like I have to do it. I think there's another one. But that one is getting weak now, so I only use it maybe when I'm working on cars or something. But this one is for outing, casual wear, you know, corporate wears or whatever. Like I said, it's all about going your own way. What makes you feel good? That's what I'm talking about now. Not what makes others feel good about you or what you're wearing. If you want to be fashionable, it means you care about what other people think about what you wear. Okay. Next. The next thing on the item is this. Now you can see this is a wristwatch. I think from I think around that 94, 95 or thereabouts. I was still maybe like 15, 16, 17 years. The thing is, I was not up to 18 years at that time. You know, I was still in JS, no, SS1, SS2, SS2, no, SS2, I think, SS2. So what happened was, I was going to my mother's stuff, you know, so I saw, is it my mother? No, my father, what am I saying? Yeah, my father's stuff. So I saw a watch, you know, an old one, probably it was just there in the bag, in a box, in his box. You know, meaning he was no longer using it, the old watch he used back then. So, but I saw the watch and I loved it. You know, it has this stainless, you know, stainless cover, everything, but it has the belt. It's the belt type, not the chain type. You know, the leather wrist covering. So I was like, okay, I picked it, took it to wear. So they said they could change the engine and it would work. I started working. But after a while, I realized that even though I like the surface, everything, but I admire people that wear the stainless chain. You know. So one day I just took it there and said, is it possible to remove this belt, the leather, and put chain? And I said, yeah, it will match. Immediately they swapped the chain, that was it. Till this very moment, 2019, never looked back. It had already been stainless steel watch. You know. Of course, I'm not saying I'm the only one wearing chain watch, wristwatch. Other men are, but what I'm saying is, I'm wearing it not because other men are wearing it, or that's what every man is wearing, or it's trendy. I don't even know. Right now, I hardly even care to look at other men's wrist or hand to know what they are wearing. All I know is I just like wearing this color of watch. I never liked gold. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with gold wristwatch. Don't get me wrong. But this is what I love to wear. You know, just looking at it makes me happy. Because sometimes they don't even work. You know, even when the engine becomes for, you know, it doesn't work very well, I just keep wearing it. Because these days we have our mobile phones, we can even look at to know the time and all that. But the idea of just wearing, seeing that color on my wrist is what I love doing. So what I'm talking about is how you go your own way. you have to start with what you do, what to wear, not just about, okay, oh, I'm not going to date women anymore. I'm not going. No. Start from what exactly do you want? How do you live your life? Right inside your own house before you even talk about what goes on between you and another person. You know. So that's so let's talk about music. Because you might say, oh, how does it what does it got to do with this? It does a lot, you know, because let me start. Anyway, I hope you guys know who this person is. Okay. Yeah. So the year I knew about him, weeks later, he was assassinated. As in, I bought his music, this particular album in cassette, you know, radio cassette. I bought it, you know, I didn't even know about, all I know that I was passing, they said, that was my real first time encountering hip hop. So, you know, so I was just like, hey, so, you know, I think that back then, you know, people would carry radio, slot in cassette, carry a bag and put in different cassette there. So as he's playing, if you like it, you stop the person, you know, you buy the tape, you put another one, or you could ask him for another one. If he has it, he will test it. If it works, if you like it, you buy, you go. So then I was in SS2, yeah, 1996, yeah, thereabout. So then I bought the cassette, I paid it, you know, California Love was playing, yes. So I was like, I love this. You know, we were playing. Of course, I was already into hip hop, you know, even though I didn't know it by the name by that time. I love hip hop then. So I was like, I love this. You know, I bought it then. That was not the remix, then the original version, the album that came out. I think it was like 3 weeks or thereabout later in 1996. All of a sudden. In fact, then I could remember Hip Hop World. I bought one, Hip Hop World. First time I bought Hip Hop World. Hip Hop World in Nigeria, I don't know about any other place. His picture was there in the middle. The All Eyes on Me picture, I don't think it's here. Well, it's not here, you know. So then I was, oh, I love this guy, his lifestyle and all that. Boom, was assassinated. Since then, I became crazy about him, you know, just getting to know him, and they took him out, and they ended up making him a legend. But the point is, I loved his music, his prophecy, and everything about him, you know. Yeah, it's an old school music or songs. Yeah, that's what you could say. Right now, we have all kinds of. In fact, I don't even know if hip hop still exists. Because when honestly, what goes on now is a mockery to hip hop. So that's why I don't bother anymore about this new hip hop. If I do, we still call them hip hop anyway. So yeah, so I enjoy listening to it. This All Eyes on Me album. Of course, now it's in CD. This is the MP3. This is one I usually play when I'm doing long distance. I just slot it in. It's about 145 tracks, all 2-pack. You know. This is one of the mix 2-pack as well. This is Still Arise album. You know, see, I have basically all the albums. You know, this is a Mega Mix 1 2-pack, Volume 2. This is a Mega Mix Volume 3. I actually have, I can go on. This is a Machiavelli album, Better Days Volume 1. Everyone, almost all of them. You know, so what I'm saying that to show you exactly the kind of music I play. I know they are not trained, it's already old. People will be like, oh, this guy, old school guy, or are you still living in the bush? I can give a fuck. So, this is Death Row. Yeah, that's another thing. I enjoy Death Row music, or songs, tracks, you know. All those guys back then, You know, they were really good before this crisis started between East Coast and West Coast, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm not here to talk about that. So, this is a very good one. Also, like, you know, like I told you before the 96, I was really into the hip hop. So, I also have some old school jams. So, these are the things I listen to. I play a lot in my cars, in my house, you know, more often. Even because I enjoy it, you know, for those of you that know this particular Kosa CD, then when it came out, it was in a cassette, radio cassette. Later on, you know, they dubbed it into CD. This extra music, I actually put this one myself. You know, all this mix, you know. Hold on, guys. So, all this, I have a little cold, so, yeah, all these old schools. Also, another point is I enjoy Lucky Dube too. You know, when you listen to him, just like Tupac too, you know, these are guys that really understand this world and they preach it in their own ways. You know, very metaphysical when you pay very good attention to their words or what they are trying to talk about. Also enjoy Ice Cube and stuff like that. So, the reason why I'm pointing out music, some will say, what does it got to do? Yeah, it has a lot, because all this is what defines you. So, it doesn't make me a violent person because I listen to Tupac. Tupac is Tupac, I'm not Tupac. But you actually pay attention to some of these, most of his prophecies, because that's why I call it. They are prophecies. Forget about all this, shoot this, do that, fuck you. No, those are just issues, you know, he's having with his colleagues. But when you pay attention to what he says, you know that those times he probably was in the studio doing those things, or when he was writing down those mixes, it was actually flowing. It was more like, you know, when somebody is, trying to find this word, meditating, you know. You know, people meditate in various ways. Some will close their eyes, close their listening, and stay silent. Some, you know, like me. See, once some of all these articles, so I publish when I'm in the flow. Most times I know that I'm not just the one writing those things, typing those things. You know, I just allow those energies to flow through me, and they come out like that. And that's why whatever I publish, I just, even though I know it's going to offend a lot of people, who cares? You know, if it offends you, it's not meant for you. Whoever is meant for will see it. Out of the 1 million that will read it, it may make sense to only one person. Then that it makes sense. That information or that article is meant for that person, not you. Maybe it will make sense to you 5 years later, 10 years later, tomorrow. But at that moment, no, it's not for you. So, these are the things you need to know. You need to start doing. Ask yourself, what kind of music do you actually enjoy listening to? Not what the world is enjoying listening to or is playing. So, you don't want to stand out if you listen to what you actually enjoy doing or enjoy playing. So you have to play there so that it will sound like you belong. I'm not saying every other music is bad apart from this. No. We are all different. We have different paths we are following. So another person may be into jazz. Or maybe jazz is what is on trend or in vogue or whatever. It doesn't mean if you don't like it, you don't like it. Or if you don't find it interesting or attractive or whatever, or you don't enjoy listening to it, then look for the one you enjoy listening. But these days, men don't do it. All they care about, who is the greatest artist? Who is the artist in trend now? Whether his music is horrible in your ears, you don't care. You know that that's what everybody is listening to. So, yeah, I will keep playing his music, even if it makes me miserable. points for those who want to listen should be taken. Now let's talk about drinks. Yeah, I know a lot of you already know the kind of drinks I take. Yeah. Also, what makes me, this is also how I go my own way, by taking what I want to take. A lot of people will tell you, oh, alcohol is bad for you, oh, it's bad, the God say you shouldn't drink alcohol, it's in the Bible, blah, blah, blah. Give me a fucking break. It's in the Bible, yeah? Oh, last time I checked, Jesus Christ changed water into wine. Oh, he didn't just change it to wine. He did it so that people at the wedding ceremony would drink. And they did, and drank to stupor. What do you call wine? I mean, I'm talking about the real wine. You think real wine is juice? Orange? For fuck's sake, wine is alcoholic. So if your Jesus converted water into wine, and you're telling me, it's bad. Jesus said you shouldn't do it. God in the Bible said you shouldn't do it. Then go and throw away that Bible. You are reading the wrong Bible. Go and look for a better Bible. Anyway, so, of course, you always know my brand, Guinness. I love drinking it. But when I talk about alcohol, people might think, oh, it means you are drunk. So, guys, do you know sometimes, I may not even remember about alcoholic drink. Sometimes 1 week, 2 weeks, even a month. It's not as if, oh, no, okay, I don't want to drink it because I want to caution myself. No, yeah, it's about the moment. If I don't have the taste for it, why would I open it? Is it just because I have it, I just open it? Or because every man likes drinking alcohol, so let me be doing the same thing. Every morning I drink alcohol. Fuck that, I don't do it. If I feel and if I want to take it, it means right then my body wants it. That's why I don't listen to whoever that says alcohol is bad. My body knows what is good for me or not, and it tells me. Even the quantity. I know how many I will take, and my body will start telling me, hey guy, you are fucking up. And if I continue, he will eventually make me realize you fucked up by the next morning, or even that same day. The way my body will react to it and do all those things. I know that once I come out of it, I won't want to go back again. What does that mean? My body has just informed me, try it next time, I will deal with you. Because you messed up the whole program. We are here to make you feel good, and you are messing it up. This quantity is beyond your limit. So I listen to my body more than I listen to any other person concerning what I take in. My body is my everything when it comes to what goes in. So if you tell me, oh, this is not good, I'll know, okay, this is the limit. I've not died for how many years I've been taking this, and this is my brand. So I'm going my own way by taking what I love, Guinness Falling Extra Stout. Of course, they have other brands, other products like, there's another one I used to take, I don't have it here, African Special, there's another one, Extra Small, stuff like that, but this one I enjoy most. It's also very medicinal. Okay, that's about that. I'm not saying I don't take every other alcoholic drink, but I'm saying in terms of set of priority or brand, what you always choose. This is the one. Every other one is like, okay, alternative, okay, fine, I can go with this. If this one is not there, or I just want to test something else. Okay, then for the non-alcoholic drink, not for the non-alcoholic drink, whenever I'm doing a long distance driving, this is what I take. What's the name? Red Bull. This is the price on it now. Maybe it may change tomorrow, next year, or whatever. 350 naira for how many ml? 250 ml. No. So I always take this. Don't get me wrong. There are cases where maybe I did not find this. I go for other brand, or sometimes I'll take this and say, okay, let me just add another brand too. You know, just to have like up to 2 brands. If I take this one, like another one that is bigger, what's the name? Powerhouse. I think that one is about 300 and something ml. So maybe if I want to fill up my stomach, I could take that one. But the truth about this, probably every other one, is even the Fab, the Forever Living product one, is also good, except it's very pricey. You know, I priced it. When was that? 2 days ago, and they were saying 1,000 something per can. Anyway, so whatever I'm driving, all I need is just 1 can, and I will stay awake for the rest of the day. No joke, I'm not joking about. No matter how, even if I couldn't sleep the previous night before I take up in that journey, this is all I need, and I will stay awake till I get to my destination. Even if I got there very late in the night, for morning, 1 is enough to keep me awake. So I always take this, and yet people will tell you it's very caffeine or whatever they call it, energy drink. It's not good. Yeah, I know it has caffeine. It's even written here. It's not good for your body. Blah blah blah. But to me, this keeps me away from a hospital or from mortuary. Because if you are here telling me, hey, don't take it, it's not good for your body, then I go into driving, all of a sudden I start feeling sleepy, and before you know it, bang! You keep me bedridden or handicapped, or lose my leg, or may even end life right there, or lose the vehicle, or whatever that will happen, because I want to do what? Prevent something that may happen in the next 50 years, because they say it's not good for her. Maybe in the next 20 or 50 years, it may have side effects. And I have to lose my life right now, because I don't want something to happen in 50 years. Can people even have, I mean, sometimes the logic is very, very, I don't know. What I'm saying is, this is my own way. I don't care what other people say about this thing. This is my own way of doing, keeping my body intact and my vehicles intact and my money intact as well. You know, so this is my own way of doing that. If you have a better way of keeping yourself awake on the road while you are driving or whatever, hey, go ahead and do that. I'm not going to discourage you from that. I'm just telling you my own way. You need to stop listening or stop giving a fuck about trying to please everybody, or because they say it's bad, you should follow suit. Yeah, they want to be in the mortuary, not them. Anyways, so what next? Now my haircut was sometime in 97 too. You know, all these things started at that time, you know, teenage age and all those things. That was when I actually started going my own way fully, when I became a teenager, you know. So all this thing, I started doing this hairstyle, yeah, I think 1997 till today. Now there are so many hairstyles now men are doing, you know. See, the one thing with me is I hate doing what majority is doing. I hate it with passion. Let me not use the word hate. I just find it unattractive. Period. I find it unattractive when everybody wants to become something. Oh, everybody is doing this. Every man will rush and start doing the same thing. Every man will start doing the same hair. Every man will start doing the same. Right now, you see people having the same beard and everything. I'm not saying it's bad. Don't get me wrong. But I won't do it because everyone is doing it. If it doesn't feel good to me, or if I don't like it, or if the one my style of haircut or beard or whatever feels okay to me, I won't change it because of what. Because what happens then? 2 years later, another style will come up. Everybody will go and shave up his beard. I say, oh, no man is wearing the beard. Oh, every man looks like woman. Every man is. doing eye pencil, doing this. So it becomes the Vogue, you know. You are a bushman if you don't apply eye pencil like every other man. Is that what you're trying to tell me? So you go your own way by choosing what kind of hairstyle you want, or how to be cutting your beard, your mustache, or whatever. Don't do it because this is what is Vogue. Do it because this is what it feels good to you. To you. Though other people, you may look at them and it looks good on them, but to you, is that exactly what you want? Will it feel good to you personally, even if when other people condemns it or look at you and laugh at you or make mockery of you? But personally, do you like that how it looks on you? That's what matters. Like I said, I'm telling you how I go my own way. Sunglasses, okay, that's another one. You can see this one. This is one of the glasses I have, okay. The other ones in my car, like I think 2 more, 3 more. You know, I have just different distance, not exactly the same size, but I just use them not because, oh, that's what is involved, everybody's doing. I know the type of glasses men wear these days. You know, all they do is they just look at celebrities, all these artists, musicians. Oh, once they see 1 or 2 wearing a particular type of design of sunglasses, oh, every man will jump in and start wearing the same. Even when they look like monkey on those glasses. Oh, that is in vogue. It's trendy, so let's go and use it. You have to go your own way. Now, let me come. So you see it, understand. Now, men, this is another important way of going your own way. Now, a lot of men don't do it because they find this one very, very difficult to refuse or to walk away from. Very difficult. I'm talking about cars, vehicles, call it whatever. You know, people will tell you, oh, how can you drive a manual transmission in 2019? Are you crazy? Don't you see every other man and woman is driving automatic? You must be out of your mind to still consider to buy automatic in this age and time. You're not going your own way if you have to listen to another person, the type of car or engine or transmission to drive. Period. You know. Now, this is my key. You can see this one. You can see the band and the. Okay. You can see the band here. This is Pojo. I say this is the key. And what's the, I don't know, those of you who were born in the 70s, probably early 80s, you may understand. If you see this key, you will know what this key, what vehicle this key stands for. Anyway, let me not waste your time. This stands for Pojo 505. This is my first car I bought with my money. I still have it. Pojo 505. This is 5-speed manual. V6 505 V6 manual. This is it. It's out there, back there. Now, of course, I've had another car after. Added another car after this one, but later, sold it. So, here's another key. Let me show you clearly. You can see it. It's for those who some of these young kids may not know what Pojo car this key is meant for. Anyway, this is key to my Pojo 406 V6 manual. I forgot to mention this is my 505 key. This car is 1986 production. How many years now? Do the calculation. Remember, I'm doing this video in 2019, January 2019. To be specific, what's today's date? Okay, January 14th, 2019. Okay, so you can see that this one is my second car, Peugeot 406 V6 manual. Peugeot 406 V6 manual. This is 2000 production. How many years old now? Do the calculation. 19 years, I think. This is my third car. You can see it. There's another. You can see the brand, the same brand of the three. Okay, here's the key. Alright, because press this, comes out. Press it, goes in. Alright, so this is my third car, Peugeot 607 V6 automatic, 6-speed automatic gearbox. Now, some may tell you, oh, you must be out of your mind. It's a dead brand. Who still drives Peugeot vehicle? Oh, blah blah blah. After all, everybody is driving Japanese cars now, and you're still driving this unreliable rubbish. Call it whatever. I mean, I can go on and on. Oh, why are you still driving manual cars? Let me put it in a different word. My 607 V6, that is automatic transmission, 6-speed for that matter. The transmission moves like brand new. Guess what? I'm converting it to manual. I've already bought the gearbox. I'm just gathering every other part I needed to do the conversion with, gradually. So my point is, I'm going my own way. So I don't have to buy a car because it's not is in vogue. Or that's what everybody will approve. Why would I buy something that is not people will hate or will not give me recognition? Because that's what it means. People buy cars now so that other people will recognize them or to help them. Yeah. Or they will be noticed by women or noticed in the crowd when they pass. All kinds of things. At the end of the day, it still means that they want a car that will give them that external validation, period. But if you want to go your own way, I'm not saying you shouldn't buy those brands that's so-called in vogue or everybody's buying. But before you buy it, find out, is that exactly what you want? As is this the kind of car? Not just brand, forget about brand now. Is it the type of transmission that makes you happy? That you really, really want? Irrespective of, whatever the world is saying. But is that exactly what you want? Is that the type of engine you want? Now everybody is saying green, green, green. Oh, you shouldn't buy a car that consumes fuel. You shouldn't buy a V6. You're killing the economy. Give me a fucking break. Let's talk about generators we have in industries and every. Come to Nigeria, almost every house here have generators. How many of them have catalytic converter? How many of them are designed to refine emissions? Now you're talking about vehicle, where almost every household have generators that produce thick, horrible smoke into the environment or horizon. Everybody, those ones are not a problem. But when you talk about car, you're killing the environment. I'm not here to debate that anyway. However, I'm just saying, not everybody is interested in green or interested in buying cars that will consume less fuel. Some people just want to buy cars for fun because driving fun cars make them happy. And fun cars consume fuel more than the economy cars. Economy cars are designed to be boring, period. You see, you can laugh, you can argue. If you are going for economy cars, you are going for a boring car. Because for you to be able not to produce that power or to give you that fuel economy, there won't be power. They will they will reduce the power to the minimum so that I won't be able to, because power is energy. The more power it requires, the more energy it requires for that power to be produced. Yeah, I know you want to talk about EV vehicles, electric vehicles, now battery, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm not saying don't buy them, but I'm saying at least for ICE vehicles, you have to decide what you want. Even electric vehicles, so as far as I'm concerned, they suck, because I don't need to drive them to know that they suck. Why? If you don't have manual transmission, it sucks to me as long as the way automatic sucks. Unless you have to produce something to give me a simulation to even use manual on the electric vehicle. Even though I know it doesn't actually have manual gearbox, but I know it can be programmed to behave as if it has a manual transmission, if they want to. But of course, nobody will demand for that, because the whole world, every man now is becoming feminine. They want automatic, which basically is for women. Hate me for saying that. Automatic transmission are meant for people who want something soft. There's no fun in driving them. Yeah, they can be faster than manual. That I can tell you. You know, over time they designed them to be so good now that they shift very quickly and be faster than manual. But for me, I prefer fun to fastest. So if your own automatic is faster than mine, hallelujah, carry on. But I want to be happy behind the wheel. Not after a while I start feeling so fucking boring, because no activity is going on. I'm just there like a stooge, not doing anything, just turning the steering. That's not the kind of energy that transpires inside my body. It needs to, the energy in me wants to do something, not just holding steering wheel. Now we are talking about electric car, where at a point you won't even need to hold steering anymore, you just be moving. Do you still call it driving? I'm saying if you want to go your own way, you need to figure out what makes you happy behind the steering wheel. If driving automatic is what makes you happy, fine, go and buy it. If driving a particular brand is what makes you happy, fine. If driving manual is what makes you the happiest man on earth, why the hell do you still want to look at other people's choices? Even if that's whatever that man is doing. Like I said, go your own way. I'm going my own way, doing my own thing that makes me happy. What just makes me happy? It also that makes me to always want to wake up every morning. Because I have so many things I surround myself with that gives me joy, that I breathe, that I exist, that I experience these things. That's what it means to go your own way. Don't give me a fuck what they are saying. Now, let's talk about social functions. I know that's where most people find it difficult to go their own way. Oh, if I choose not to get married, if I want to live a celibate life, if I want to live a bachelorhood life, you know, maybe stay fuck women but won't marry them, or stay date but won't marry them, or won't even fuck a woman anymore, just stay on my own, you know. How do I do that? When society, everywhere I still have to attend social functions, where people will be asking me questions or be making mockery of me, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you what, you know how I go my own way? First of all, I don't just do it because of gynocentrism, no. Like, oh, I won't get married. Mine is, as in everything about society. You know, I just look at it and say, this is just a program. Yeah, I was in it, but not anymore. So I can now choose to continue to be in that program or not. And what does that mean? I'm not going to attend weddings anymore. I don't care, even if you are my brother or my sister and you throw a wedding, you're not going to see me in that wedding. Not because I hate you, I don't want you to be happy. It's just that because I see it as, to me, it disgusts me, seriously. Attending it is going to make me miserable every those moments I stay there. So why would I do it just because to please you, because you want to do it? So I matter too. Meaning, I'm not going there because I want to be happy. Those moments you are there. Do you have other people to please you in those places? When you come out fine, we'll continue. But I'm not going to be there. Period. So you're not going to see me in any wedding, no matter how close you are to me. You can hate me for all you can. It doesn't matter. You know, because you're hating me. I mean, I always tell people, have billions of human beings on this earth. You think if I cut off 100, 1,000, or even 1 million people I know right now, that I'm not gonna be able to live, when there are billions of human beings that, if maybe out of the billions, maybe like 50 million are waiting to see me and grab me and kiss me and hug me for having the same principles or the same ideas, beliefs I have. So that's the mistake people made. They think that, oh, this is a circle. If you step out of this circle, you are done, because you won't be able to find the same type of people anymore. You must be kidding me. See, there is no space on this universe. It's only, you only have, it's just a belief. That's why people stay stuck in a relationship they are already tired of, because they feel that if they walk away, they won't find another person. The space is there because you created it in your mind. Meaning there is no vacuum. If something leaves, something else will replace it. No matter what. Empty this thing. As you are pouring the water away, air will go in and replace the space where water is. So that's why I move on very quickly in life. Oh. If anybody comes here and start messing and start trying to do I can deal with it, I just cut the person off. Move on quickly. And sometimes it won't take 5 minutes and meet somebody that is even, as in, I'll be like, wow, oh, so we still have such person in this world. I'm not talking about romantic relationship or women. No, I'm talking about in terms of, meeting a human being that you guys can exchange values. And you gain from that relation, from that encounter. That's what I'm talking about, not having a relationship with women. So you can choose what you want to attend or what not to attend. Even these days, burial, I don't participate in it anymore. Not because I hate the person that just transitioned, but because to me, I believe burial is just a waste. It's just weird. In fact, to me, I still consider it gynocentric. Because even when I was a Christian, I still baffles why Christians don't practice what their God asks them to do. And that is what Jesus said about burial ceremonies, about the so-called dead. Let the dead bury themselves, for fuck's sake. Stop wasting money, stop trying to please everybody, doing something. It's gone, he's gone. It doesn't matter any other thing you are doing. That money you are wasting, that resources you are wasting, you should have given it to the living. Let them use it and figure out. Some of the family members there probably don't even have a job, or probably can't even feed themselves. They will go and sell and borrow money just to entertain people for somebody who is already gone that doesn't even know what's going on again. It's a disease, for fuck's sake. Just a manure, put it in the ground, let it grow and do everything. The consciousness has left. Just like every other animal. What do? We eat chicken, we eat this, we eat that. That's the thing. Consciousness have left that chicken. What you're eating now is just like a leaf. Like that's one thing with vegans. They all there protesting, forgetting that even that leaf, even that vegetable you are cutting off, it has a consciousness inside it. But the leaves, immediately you cut it out. So yeah, I choose what I attend to. So I won't come to listen to all those crap talk about questions you ask. Even if I'm working and somebody come and say, hey, I say you're not married, I will expect to tell you. Sometimes I may give you small visits. Sometimes I'll tell you, oh, just Google Weekend at 5 or search for it. If you get the rest of the whatever you want to know, or my reasons of why I chose not to. If the person now wants to be an asshole or trying to, yeah, you must do that, I'll tell you to go fuck himself. It's what I do. I don't care. Even if you're a very close one, fuck off. Because my happiness is more important than yours. I don't care. I'm not going to be a slave to you because I'm related to you or you are a senior or whichever way. If you come into my private life, I'll tell you to go fuck yourself. You're trying to manipulate it. You have your own life, have your own space, have your own reality. Do you know why I answered Lion King? A lot of people have been asking me that why. It's not just about project. It's not just about vehicle. Lion King means I'm the king of my kingdom. My own kingdom. I'm the king of it. Because number one, I'm a lion. You know, by energy. I'm not talking about just because the energy that flows in me, I will know already is a lion energy. I know what I feel, I know how it goes, so I know. And it's already been backed up. I mean, it was even obvious. I'm a Leo too, you know. So all these things now made it even very easy to understand. So I'm the king of my own kingdom, meaning I don't have anything to do with your kingdom. My kingdom is my creation. The things I have, the things I create, the things I, you know, whatever that has to do with me, that's my kingdom, my space, my vehicles, my this, my things, my initiative, my creation, the communities I created online, everything I do, that's my kingdom. That's my reality. I won't come into yours and start dictating to you how to live with your own life. So this is my own kingdom. So I'm the king of it. I'm ruling it. It's mine. So you have to figure out how to live. But if you want to allow every other person to come into your kingdom to start messing it up and start demanding how your kingdom should be ruled, how you should, or you should give up the ruling of your kingdom, let another man rule it, then you are fucked. That's what I'm saying. So if you're afraid that, oh, if you don't attend that wedding ceremony, or that party, or the people are going to cast you out, or won't talk to you anymore, are they not doing you a favor if they choose not to talk to you? So at least you won't have to be explaining yourself. You don't have to look at, I mean, sometimes when I listen to some of this crap that comes from gynocentric person, it's mind-boggling. So it releases you the pain of listening to all those crap. Give it a day or two, find somebody that's worthy to discuss with or to interact with. Guys, I just told you, I know if I go on now, it's going to go into 2 hours. I'm going to stop this video here. I'm telling you, the best thing for you is you need to start going your own way. I just gave you how I'm doing mine. You have to figure out how to do yours. This video is not to tell you, oh, I'm rich, I'm poor, or this or that. It doesn't matter how you feel of what I have or what I just displayed here. What matters is you. How do you go your own way? How do you stop giving shit about what any other person, even what I'm thinking about you right now? You should shop. Don't give a fuck about my opinion about what you're doing or what you're not doing. That's my business. Your business is yours. I believe you are watching this video. You are already old enough to start making your own decisions in life. I can't make it for you. If you expect me to make a decision for you or choose something for you as an adult, then you can also go back to your mother's womb, because I'm not yet ready for this physical life. That's it. So, I'm going to keep doing my best, explaining to you some of these things. I mean, it's just for men, you know, people who are having hard time trying to figure out what it means to go your own way, how to live your own life, or for the rest of this physical life. I believe this one way or the other may help you figure out on your own.